Welcome to Plant City, Florida. My first time here and already off to a great start. Yeah, so I'm here at the Plant City Railroad Museum and its associated train viewing platform. Presently I'm trying to photograph all the signage and equipment so it can be modeled later. So there's going to be a lot of photography involved. Camera's vertical so I can get these. Now back horizontal. I'm going to have to keep talking so that none of the music that's playing will bleed through. But yeah, this was the main stop I wanted to make here in Plant City. Trouble is I couldn't make it earlier after we got back from Bimini. We just ran out of time. God, there is just so much here. Oh, they even got some semaphores here. And then here's the interlocking arms. Fused shut, sadly, but you know what? There ain't much you can really do. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of photography that I'm going to be doing, so don't be too surprised if the camera is vertical while filming. Actually, I'm going to end the recording real quick. Excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the Plant City Railroad Museum, and there is a lot to cover here. But this was Plant City's main passenger station, and well, like I say, there's a lot to go over, and I love how restored it is. I love the paint scheme too. This green and white. So there's one of your passenger waiting room booths there. Restrooms. There's like a lot of photographs too. And then here's some electrical equipment for I think crossings and signals, and with the batteries for them here, as well as insulators, replica insulators and wire there. And then here is some of the tools they used. Miscellaneous railroad artifacts here. I'm going to shut that. That way it's not messed up. So here's some of your tools here. There's a railroad jack there. Manual jack, track maintenance tools, your men at work sign, which I'm going to photograph for high iron to model. Other various tools in a toolbox, along with bits of rail and track and stuff. Old switch flag. A little baggage carrier there with a crane hook. Nice old clock. More photos and stuff. I believe that Ray Myers is the gentleman this is named after, so props to him. So we're now inside, I believe, the ticket office, or what would have been the ticket office. And here's all of the stuff regarding the passenger trains that ran through from the earliest days all the way up to Amtrak, I believe. Silver Meteor. Now I'll tell you, showing it through a camera doesn't do it justice. I highly recommend you guys come out here and check this yourselves. It's worth it. Yes, to any of you who watched the famed to any of you who watched History Channel's Trains Unlimited series, this painting showed up prominently in one of the episodes. And there's your archival material there. Railway equipment register. That has to have tons of blueprints, I bet. There's Norfolk and Western, one of their J class. Southern and CSX, ironically. Then the Amtrak system, that map is now out of date, along with various Amtrak brochures. And more books for archival material. Oh yeah, right there. So there's these. There's a fire bucket. Here's the scale. And there's an old crossing sign. That's probably from England or Australia, I bet. I say that because that crossing sign is not used here. I can tell by looking at it, it's not an American crossing. And here's your baggage cart, which is still used, but in a more modern equivalent. There's one of your baggage hand trucks there. And then here is an old hand-powered hand cart. I love to have this as the centerpiece. I wonder if there's like blueprints for these left. I'm sure there is, and I'm pretty sure this museum would have it in their archives, I bet. Yeah, but at the moment, I'm just trying to get the overall mechanics down. That way it's easier to model. There's the central bearing. So then there would have been a single sort of cylinder type arm that would come up and down with each movement of the cart. And these were of course replaced by the more modern speeders that are also on display here in the museum. Speaking of which, here's a bunch of timetables and logs for each of the railroads here, all the way up to CSX. Various spikes, date nails, telegraph insulators and lanterns, kerosene or creosote lamp. I believe that there is a telegraph. Yep, telegraph. Then your various insulators there. And then some of your CSX hard hats, radios, lamps, Challenger coins and badges, license plates, another timetable, a surveyor's telescope or whatever that's called. I forget what those are called. I think those are some earlier men at work type flashers there and there, and then various switch locks that would have gone on switches and other equipment. And there is an upstairs to this, but I don't know if it's publicly accessible. Oh, and I nearly forgot. Train order hoops. Those are what those are, train order hoops, and then a kerosene lamp up top. And there. Back up in case you had lost electrical power. Then there's more equipment displays there, which is nice to see. And then here's two of the modern speeders that replaced that hand car we saw earlier. And then here's a slightly older model. And then more hand carts for the luggage. There's a locomotive bell. And then another train order hoop there, but fully assembled, which is nice. Yeah, train order hoop with the mail sack thing. That's what that's called, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna get the camera vertical to get a photo of this. There we go. And then here's another old speeder. I believe this is an old gas mechanical with a hit and miss engine in it. And like I said, here's the two later models, which is nice. You don't see that many all in one place. And there's the Seaboard caboose out there. I think that there is a replica of that passenger car, I think. Still nice though. I think this here was, yeah, this here was the baggage area because of the doors there and there. And over there is the platform, the train watching platform, which I'll go over to in a minute or two. And there's your railroad maps from 1958. Here after my mom's mother was born. God, I can't even get all these up. But I'm just glad people had the foresight to save some of these. Most people wouldn't do that. ACL 1902 to 67. So you got the Atlantic Coastline, Seaboard Airline, and then the Florida East Coast. They're still running. They celebrated their centennial in 1985. I'm sure that was something to see. What I love about this map, though, is it shows where the railroad once ran further down to Key West. I'm sure if Brightline got some ideas, that would prove popular. Who knows? But anyway, I gotta end the recording and I will resume in a bit. Yeah, so there's the ATC board for all the traffic here in the area. So there's what the depot looked like later on. Huh. So I can't tell if how much is still here and how much is gone. I know that part's still there. I don't know about the wood bit. And I don't know about that structure. Oh no, wait a minute. No, that's still there. That's that building out there. Okay, that makes sense. Old cash register still in use for souvenirs. And then here's 3 more speeders or rail bikes, with one of them using an actual literal bike. And then this one was made of wood. That's interesting. I don't know if that's was actually used or if that was a replica. Oh yeah, for a replica, okay. And then there's a more modern one. Yeah, this is a 1970s era one, so it's now 50 years old. And then more photos, lanterns, steam whistle. That looks nice, actually. Tons more lanterns and various awards and stuff. And then there's the depot's old timetable schedule for 1958. Also, we have a squirrel there. Yeah, I'm gonna head over to the platform in a bit. As soon as I finish photographing this, because that dwarf signal would be worth modeling. So there's that, and then there's the whistle. And more books for archival purposes. And then in there is the a model of some of their railroad stuff around here. Oh, another Men at Work sign that I can use. And then here's the view out the window. Hey there. And here's the layout. No, you're good. I got the camera on the train layout. You're good, man. You're good. Did you do the layout?
No, I didn't. That was our executive director, Bimini, built the layout.
It looks great.
Thank you. I was keeping everything running.
So I'm guessing this is downtown.
Yep.
Yeah, downtown.
50s, 60s era.
Ah.
I'm going to bring him into
So the depot here, I guess, is the one we're in currently?
Yep. See the couple in the blue and the green?
Oh, yeah.
The double windows right behind, that's where we're standing at. That's that window right there.
All right.
And this is the building right here behind us. That's all that's left. This is the tower. The awnings burned down a long time ago, so and then they moved it because that used to be over there.
Oh, yes.
Right across the tower, yeah. And then they moved over here behind us.
Yeah, that's the interlocking tower.
Right.
Well, I'm glad they saved it instead of tearing it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I noticed there was a Spanish architecture and style inspired building further back.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant further back that looked like another depot. I didn't know if that was just.
Well, this has been around since 1909, so.
Oh yeah, that's the building right there in the model.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
The freight house, yeah, down here.
Oh yeah. And what about this little red depot here? Is that still standing?
No, I think that was long gone actually.
Ah. Oh yeah, and there's the interlocking board for the interlocking tower. So is this from the inside of the tower?
That's actually from Tampa. That's down in the yard.
Now, at least CSX was kind enough to give you all that.
Yeah, Mr. Williford got a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff came from Mr. Williford. Get the guy who back up. And that's an old telegraph switchboard.
I would think it'd be an old telephone switchboard, but
Telephone, telegraph, yeah, I think, but
both. It's probably for both.
yeah, they work pretty much the same principle.
Oh yeah, and then there's the company thing right here. Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a shame the rest of the writing's gone.
Yeah. We just left it the way it was, you know. Try to keep some of the original patina. You see some like the different things on there and stuff.
That could probably have a rubbing done, and maybe y'all could rewrite what was on here on the rubbing.
Maybe.
It's just an idea, so that way it can be preserved, I guess. But I'll tell you, this is a really great museum, and I've been to a lot of them.
And we're slowly working on making it better. We're going to eventually open up the building next door.
So the interlocking tower?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be worth looking at.
A lot more stuff over there. We're going to have some more model train layouts over there. We're probably going to do in scale
Oh, that'd be neat.
over there.
Somebody's got a little drone right there flying around. I wonder if that's the police doing that. But yeah, I'm over here on top of the Seaboard Airline caboose, and since it's locked, I'm just going to look through the window. But I can tell you, it's immaculate, and it looks great. And here's the brake lines there. Brake pipe. There goes the little dystopian drone, or whatever it is. And there's the railroad wheel benches, luggage cart, an old, I guess, hand-propelled maintenance of way speeder. God, that thing, that reminds me of the one that the Tallulah Falls had, which was literally just a wood plank thing with just wheels on it. Just basically a rolling pallet, if you wanted to even call it that. Unless this one was motorized. Well, no, this one was motorized. Or at the very least had brakes. That's what that little lever's for, is just a brake lever. That's the Florida man speeder for you, where you either have to use your brains or your head to stop. So yeah, here's a better view of the caboose. And then there's the little Seaboard industrial switcher, which apparently was just painted in ACL colors, mainly as a heritage thing. So I'm gonna now head over to the train viewing platform, and I'll go from there. And there's one of the carts that would have connected to the speeders inside. Nobody would ride that. I mean, you could, you just need a pole or something to propel it and stop it. And then there's the interlocking tower for the railroad. It was actually across the tracks where that field is behind the canopy, but they moved it over here, and they're going to try and have this reopened in the future, which is nice. And then these canopies here were both from the depot and the interlocking tower, so they basically saved what they could. So yeah, from what I've been told, the interlocking tower is gutted, so there's none of the machinery left. But yeah, I highly recommend visiting this museum. I went through it. It's fantastic. And in terms of what Google says about its hours, what's generally on Google regarding the hours for this place is inaccurate. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think they locked. They didn't lock up, I don't think. Yeah, the hours are right there. So I'll get a photo of this. And since there's copyrighted music playing, yeah, I'm gonna end the recording here. So I will see y'all later.